Hey everyone, been a minute. Wanted to talk about political solutions quickly, and my interpretation of the term political solution is usually something perhaps extrajudicial, something a little out of the ideal, because the ideal usually is to have a system where justice is always guaranteed, or equality is always guaranteed, fair play is always guaranteed. But sometimes when they say political solution, it always comes to let's settle this out of court. Let's settle this as family, as friends. Let's find a way out. A war situation. Enough people have died. Now let's dialogue. Let's negotiate. So that's how I interpret political solution. And what really came to my mind when I wanted to do this video is that in Nigeria and in the context of elections, at the end of the day, you really have to propose political solutions, whether in the form of legislative action, whether in the form of running for office and taking actions, or being an administrator in a way that you think is best done, or in advocacy, whether you work in NGOs where you push for legal reforms, new types of bills at the level of state or national assemblies. It's all political solutions, right? It's not enough to be an activist. You really have to find a way to be a part of the system, and then, okay, this is different from the initial definition, but yeah, the point about not just complaining online or making suggestions or staying out of politics. You really have to get down to the, you know, um, negotiations and the kissing the ring if you have to, right? You have to talk to people who you would rather not engage in a normal, in a normal society. And that in a way links to individualism where you feel like you want to live by yourself, you want to do your own business privately without getting involved with the system or with some um some entrenched authority. But at the end of the day, you cannot do things by yourself. And yeah, ultimately, those of us who feel we have something to offer, we have a different solution, have to step in the ring and make concessions. I think that's the crux of the point. Some of you have to, join the APC, join the ADC, join a small party, and play that funny party politics where you really have to do the primaries. You have to go to communities where you beg for votes. You have to interact. You have to make your case and tell them that, look, there's this solution I there's this idea I have, and I need all of you to believe in it. Some of you may not like it, but this is the best way we can go. That humility, the way I see it, quote unquote, of having to interact, I think is humbling in a way. And there are other parts to it, but some of us would really, really like to have a solution where you don't go through those 9 yards, 8 years, 4 years of politicking.